Hey guys, Bob Moses here, and today we're playing San Andreas Multiplayer on the Welcome to Los Santos 2 server. And there's been quite a lot of updates to the server over the last couple of weeks. If you want to check them out, you can go /updates in game. But one of the updates that really popped out to me is the ability to now rob cargo ships, which is quite cool. It's a little similar to the robbing the trains, but a little bit easier and maybe even a bit more money, if you ask me. So around the outskirts of the map, you're going to find cargo ships. They look like this one on the right that's on screen at the moment. And if you see that kind of cargo ship anywhere other than the San Fierro harbor, then you know you found one of the cargo ships that can be robbed. So I just decided to hop in my jet and go and see if I could find any. And the one that I found now is actually the first one I found within like 30 seconds, so it's quite easy. So you're going to find them like this, and I'm just going to go and parachute up on top of it. And as you start to approach, you'll see that little label that says this cargo ship carries goods. As far as I can tell, that means that there aren't actually goods on the ship and it hasn't been taken by another player. So I robbed about 4 or 5 cargo ships in a row, and none of them had been robbed by anyone else. So I don't know if it respawns quite quickly or if just no one's robbing them yet. But if you see that, then you know you're good to go. And there's going to be a few NPCs around guarding the ship. So you don't have to kill all of them on the deck the way I'm doing now, but it might make your escape a little bit easier. But you're also going to find inside the ship there's going to be quite a few NPCs, and they can be quite well armed with AK-47s, deagles, micros, etc. So be quite careful when you go in. And basically you want to get down to the bottom of the ship or into the hull, and to do that you're just going to go through this little section and you will see NPCs around, so just take it easy. They can melt you quite quickly. Once you've gone down to the bottom to the cargo hold, there's probably about 4 NPCs in here as well, usually, from what I found, and you can just start working your way through them. And you don't have to kill them all before you can start collecting the boxes, but as you go around, you can start collecting them. Just be careful with what I did. Yeah, you get sort of locked into an animation while you're opening the box, and then I get absolutely smoked. But I found it to be quite profitable. So I found various amounts of drugs and goods like jewelry and bullion, as well as ammo boxes. And you can find anywhere from 25 cocaine to 100 cocaine per box, which is actually quite a lot, because if you think about each gram sells for about $1,000, means you could pick up 100,000 per box, which is quite cool. And as far as I can remember, there's about 6 boxes you need to pick up or can pick up below deck, and each one of them is going to get you a star, so you're just going to be aware of that. So it's kind of nice to go on a big robbing spree. You can just kind of hit all of the boats as you go around the map and then just get all the stars. So once you've robbed, fortunately the NPCs don't respawn again, so once you've got all the boxes you can just kind of head out and carry on your day. I found the best way to find these ships is actually to go via either a helicopter or a skimmer. So if you go the way I just did with an aeroplane and you parachute in, then you have to swim all the way to shore, and that's kind of a hassle. So I'm just going to speed this one up, but you can see I've come in on a helicopter, cleared it out, and yeah, it actually made life quite easy. Skimmers, which are these little seaplanes, are quite a nice way of doing it as well. I just had 1 or 2 issues where every now and again it would respawn while I was in the boat, or despawn rather, so you'd come out and then your boats or your aeroplane's gone, which is not great, but it's still pretty cool. It's quite fast, a bit easier to land than the chopper. So between a helicopter and a skimmer, that would be my way to do it. Maybe you can take a boat as well, but the boats tend to be quite slow. You just want to get in, get out, fly to the next one. There seems to be 3 boats at any given time on the map from what I can tell, so they do move around. They're not always in the same place, but they're quite easy to find. If you just fly around the outskirts of the map, you will see them. And yeah, this one out at Angel Pine spawned out, and then another one in Ocean Docks. So I've seen them in the far north of Las Venturas, near San Fierro, Angel Pine, and Ocean Docks, but I'm not sure of any others that spawn in, but I'll make an update to this video if it's needed in the future. Then if you want to sell your goods, you can head down to the pawn shop. You can see it's worth quite a lot of money, some of these items, particularly the diamonds and the bullion, so those are the best ones to get. Drugs is quite nice too, but if you're not in drug wars and you want to sell them, you either need to find a buyer using the chat, or you can put them on auction as well. And I would sell them for a minimum of 1,000 per gram for the coke and the meth, and a minimum of 800 for the weed. And yeah, it's quite cool. I'll do some more videos on some of the updates that have come out as well. But this has been probably my favorite one. I found it to be quite profitable. I don't know if they're going to change the way it works. I've made quite a lot of money just in one morning of flying around robbing ship after ship, Pirates of San Andreas style. But yeah, until next time, this is going to be Bob Moses signing out for SAMP Stories.